everybody, Mr. Traveler here. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd be so kind, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you know when we upload videos or go live. We thank you so much for all the love and support. All right, guys, so today, listen, I need to get this off my chest, and I'm really trying to, I'm really disheartened by a lot of things that I'm seeing in the cruising world lately. And of course, the latest thing is this brawl that occurred on Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Sea.
Somebody's getting banned for life. Wait a minute.
It's becoming all too commonplace on these cruise ships. Big old brawls, family brawls, people fighting. We've heard instances of people stealing. You know, I'm a big proponent of technology and everything. I love technology, but I hate how technology has changed the cruising atmosphere where, you know, people can walk around on their cell phones as loud as they want to be. People playing music to all kinds of levels. Listen, it's just very disheartening to me. And I know it's very disheartening to a lot of you out there as well. We've paid a lot of money for these trips to go on. And by the way, I'm getting to a point at all this. I think I have a solution for the cruise lines. But we've paid all this money to go on the trip. B, most of us work 9 to 5 jobs. We only get set amount of weeks off per week. And we are really looking forward to this vacation, whether it's by ourselves, with our spouse, with our families, our friends, whatever the case may be, is what you're looking forward to. And a lot of people cruise because they like the peace of it, right? You're out there in the ocean, you're out there just away from it all. And like I said, I used to love how cruising used to be, where we didn't have access to the cell phones, couldn't talk to nobody really. You know, very limited on the access, and it just disconnected you from everything for a while. You know, certain things have no place. I don't know what the background is of these fights and everything, and frankly, I don't care, because there's absolutely no reason why we should be fighting. You know, outside of, we should live our life by the golden rule anyway, do unto others as you would do unto yourself. I totally believe that in life, period. But if you live a certain way, whatever, when you get on the cruise ship, we're in a small, confined little city together for, a week or whatever it is that you're on there for. We need to have respect and courtesy for other people on there. There's absolutely nothing that we need to be fighting about. Leave that all behind. We shouldn't be arguing about politics or anything like that that's on there. If somebody stepped on your foot, say excuse me or whatever, forgive the person. Whatever it is, it's just not that serious, okay? And it's getting so disheartening seeing all these stories of different things happening on these cruise ships. Then, not to mention the smoking the marijuana on the balconies. The list goes on and on of things that are changing as time progresses, and things that culture is allowing to be acceptable. And I think it's time for the cruise lines to put their foot down. And comment below and let me know what you think, or if you have some other suggestions that you think that the cruise lines could possibly take. So, when something like this happens, if you're caught in a serious violation on a cruise ship, like stealing something, getting into fights, whatever the case may be, marijuana, all this kind of stuff, 9 times out of 10, the cruise line is going to ban you from the cruise. And so what does that mean? They're going to red flag your name, your ID and everything, and say you cannot cruise with Carnival, Royal Caribbean, whatever it is, ever again. Doesn't necessarily mean you'll be banned from the other cruise lines, but you'll be banned from that particular cruise line where the offense occurred. In a lot of these cases, and here's my point, I think they really need to get strict on this to set the mark, set the example so this stops. I think that people that get caught with these serious violations, fighting, sneaking drugs on board, should be prosecuted. It's not enough to just kick them off the ship. Yep, kick them off the ship, don't let them back on your ship ever again. I totally agree with that. But they should be prosecuted as well. And there's a couple of, it's a gray area that they're going to have to work through, because a lot of times these ships are going to be in international waters. And so, maritime law prevails. So there's a couple things you can do. One of the easiest things to do is that the person that does the offense can be prosecuted in the country where the ship is flagged. So a lot of these ships are flagged out of the Bahamas. So take them to the Bahamas and charge them. Or have formal charges sent from the Bahamas to that person's house. Make them fly to the Bahamas to represent themselves in a court of law to defend their charges. They also can potentially be prosecuted back at the home port where they left. But again, it's a gray area because we're in maritime law. But these are some things that I think that they seriously need to start investigating now and putting in place to put an end to this. Now this is on Royal Caribbean. A lot of times these fights have been happening on Carnival, and I can't tell you how many customers we've had that switch from Carnival to Royal Caribbean and other cruise lines because they don't want to risk getting in a fight or being involved with it or seeing it or smelling weed or whatever. I mean, it's getting out of control. Hear me, cruise lines. I hope you're watching this video. You need to start prosecuting these people. Make them spend money to defend themselves in court for their behavior. End of story. You need a hard line on it right now, immediately, or you're going to lose customers. You're going to lose customers. This last one in the Icon of the Seas, do you know how expensive it is to go on the Icon of the Seas? And people have to walk through there and look at these groups of people fighting over God knows what? I don't even know what the fight was about. I don't care. I don't care. There's absolutely no reason for it. If you said something to that person to provoke them to anger, you're wrong. If they provoked you to anger enough where you had to punch them, you're wrong. Get control of yourselves. And since nobody can seem to control themselves, cruise lines, you need to start prosecuting these people immediately. Make them spend money for a lawyer. Make them spend money to come back to Florida, come back to the Bahamas, wherever they need to go to defend themselves in court. Make them hit them in the pockets. And that will start making people act and behave like human beings. So that's the end of my public service announcement. We have to have cruise etiquette when we're on these trips. We're in this space together. We need to be respectful of each other's space. And we should be. You should have nothing on your mind. You're on vacation. You're on vacation. Let it go. Have fun. Explore. Meet people. Do new things. Try new things. But for the love of God, let's leave all that other stuff back at home. You want to do that stuff at home? Go to the club in your home city and get in a fight and all that other stuff. A lot of these cities, that fight will end up a whole lot of different ways. You know what I mean? You wouldn't try that at home, a lot of you. You got to forgive me. I'm very upset about this. It just really saddens me to see this behavior of people on board this cruise ship, something that I'm so passionate about, something that I love to do, and I know that you guys love to do too. So hey, when you guys are on these boards, these message boards and these different things for the cruise lines, start putting that in there. Cruise lines, please prosecute these people and put the hashtag life short, have fun on there. That way we can get a little movement started, right? Life short, hashtag life short, have fun. Let's start a movement. Every single, Royal Caribbean, Carnival, MSC, any one of these websites or Facebooks, whatever, Instagrams for these cruise lines, start messaging on there. Prosecute people who break the law. Let's be done with this. Let's be done with it, guys. Alrighty, I've said enough. Hey, listen, if we can help you book a fantastic trip, please make sure you give us a call, 877-697-4470, or you can book right online, www.mr-traveler.com. We thank you so much. I apologize for getting angry on here, but it really does hit home with me, and it makes me angry seeing this kind of stuff. So please forgive me, and we'll see you next time. Life's short, have fun, see the world. Bye, everybody.